Morning everybody, Travis at Raw Family Farm again. Saturday morning, it's probably about, it's 10 o'clock right now. Been going since about 8. I got up, went and got a load of feed at the feed lot, paid that bill. Always enjoy that, but it's part of farming. Ain't been doing a whole lot this week, been pretty busy. I worked a little bit at night. After dark with a flashlight. We'll go down here in a minute and I'll show y'all what we got done after dark on this back fence we've been working on. So the plan is today, like I said, went to the feed lot, got a load of feed, got it unloaded, put in the barn, got the straps and stuff put up where we had went and got that fence a while back, and got that trailer cleaned off because we're gonna have to go get a load of hay here in a week or so, maybe this week. I don't know. We got 2 bales the other day. One of those is about 3/4 of the way gone. The other one in the other pasture they're not even close to halfway on that one. So today we're gonna go back here and get the rest of this fence. Like I told y'all, when I got that fence stretched, the cattle panels in the hole and that electric run around, I'm going to change that temporary fence, the one that I got reeled out. I'm going to change the way it is. That way, as I work the fence all the way around, I can just roll it up and just hang it as I go. But I'm going to give them both that whole huge pasture, not just half of it. So we're going to go back there and get, all I got today really is I got all the insulators up, stretch the electric wire, get it hooked in, and it's ready. And then hopefully we'll get done with that. I want to come up here and just run through the bees real quick. I hadn't been in them probably 2 months maybe. So like you see, I've still got the trailer here with the bees that we brought back from getting sourwood. I'm going to leave all that on the trailer until I do the oxalic acid treatment. I'm going to start it December 1st. So we're going to run through the bees as soon as we get done with the fence. Just run through them, make sure everything looks good, population's good. And then any of them that are fill light, I'm going to feed direct feeding. Probably going to end up putting those hive top feeders on with they're like round and they go in the top with sugar cakes in them, being as it's almost, we got about 2 weeks for December. So Thanksgiving's next Thursday. This is Saturday before Thanksgiving. So probably any of them that are real light, I'm going to put sugar bricks on the top, and the rest of them I'm just going to leave. After this, I won't open them back up until spring. Like I said, December 1st, I'll do 3 rounds of oxalic acid treatment every 5 days. I'll do those. And I'll do the ones on the trailer. After that's over, I'll take the ones off the trailer, put them in the bee yard, and then the trailer will go back to the preacher's house, and I'll help him unload his. But I told him since they were already over here, just leave them, and I'd do the oxalic acid treatment here on those. We'll do that today, and then I've got to look at this dog water down here. The dog's pretty much tore it up, but it's lasted 5 years. A little auto water, it's got a float and everything in it, and the hose going to it is so old it's just stiff and it won't bend at all. So got to look at it. And I've also got to get the rest of the hose and junk out of the garden. I think I'm going to leave the bean runners up through the winter, but the rest, there's hose and stuff in there. I'm going to get all of it up, try to get the weed barrier up. Then I'm going to turn the garden real quick, and then that way, this week during the dark, I can, if I got time, I could bring that pile of manure or whatever, the compost down there at the hog pen, up here and spread it on the garden, leave it for the winter. So we'll head back there to the fence, get started on it. All right, we're back here, so you can see the post in the ground. That's where I had divided the pasture. Let's see, there's one right there. That's where I had it divided, and you kind of see a color difference between over there and here. I already got the reels. The reels are right here. I've already got them pulled up from where the beginning of them were down there, and they unwind all the way around and then through here and then down through there. So now they'll wind to here. And then they'll go to right there and then come across to that T-post. And then just kind of along the back, you see the post right there. But I'm gonna take them all the way up to that corner and then over, and we got the gates right there, the fence system right there, so they'll stop right there. So then as I work on this fence, I can reel them up, whatever sections I've got done, until I get it all done. But I'm gonna open this up, hopefully today, as soon as I get that electric on the fence that we got up there, as soon as I get it pulled tight and then get this temporary wire rolled up and hooked in right there, I can open this up. And I'll pull the step-in post, these, just so the animals don't break them off. They'll run over them, the cows and stuff will. I'll leave the T-post there. And before I leave from back here to head up there to the bees, I want to clear this brush. There's a little dead vines and stuff right there I need to clear off of that tree, or off of that electric. And I think I killed most of this kudzu. Like I said, I've said in previous videos, as I walked through here and as the pigs were clearing it out, I would cut the main vines off this kudzu so everything up there would die off. So I'm hoping that's going to help some of this clear up and maybe grow some grass this spring. Pigs will be gone January, so maybe get some grass grown in here. Looking maybe probably February get another set of batch of feeder pigs. So, but let's go down here where I've been working at. Let's get that electric done. Let's see what else we can get done today. All right, so this is the gate where the animals are at now. You see them up there. You can see that hay bale. They have destroyed that. It's about gone. It won't last a week. But we got them moved a week or two ago. Got the electric moved over here, letting this rest. I got a bunch of brush back in here I need to clean up this winter. I need to get every bit of this cleaned up, and I don't know if I can get a burn permit right now because it's so dry. But anyway, as I was telling y'all, cattle panels through the hole here. I got them put up late last night. It was dusky dark. And so here's the electric wire. It will be hooked in right there. I'm just going to run a jumper off that side to this. That way I can, anytime I need to undo it, I can. So I'll tie it into this post here on both ends, here and up there at the gate. We'll fix and go do that first. But then I'm going to bring this is the jumper I've been using. I'm going to bring it around and tie it in right here, like I said, so I can just unwind it anytime I need to unhook all of this back here. But we got it tied in there, nailed into the post here, and there was so little left, I just wrapped it around, nailed it on there, and it pulled it pretty tight. You see it's pretty straight down through there. So we got insulators on. I do them just above knee high. As much as I don't like this fence, I think I'm gonna like the spacing on it. I think the goats will be less likely to get their head stuck in it. But either way, got insulators all the way around. Piece of this panel I got to put in that other wash right there, but we're not gonna do that just yet. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go back up there. We're gonna start up there and tie it off to that electric, to the post, and pull tight from that way. All right, we're up here at the top section. I'm gonna try this head mount again. I forgot my mount for my tripod here at the house. I'll run and get it in a minute, but I was already back here. Tripod was already back here waiting on me. So I'm gonna use this head mount again. I didn't like the video footage last time. It wasn't, because you can't tell where you're pointing at. So I'm gonna try it while I'm doing this, and then I'll get the tripod here in a minute, and the mount, and then we'll go to that. So for now, we will use one of these insulators to tie off to here for the electric wire. But before that, I need to put one more one of these insulators on, And all I do is put my knee up against it, find where my knee's at, and I'll just go just above my knee. So we'll get all right, and to tie off, I got some of this scrap high tensile, so I'm gonna reuse some of it. I don't know how much I'll need, so I'm gonna guesstimate. Probably gonna be too much, but and I've not ever used these insulators. I actually seen Pete at Just a Few Acres used them the other day, so I grabbed them while I was at the farm store. Actually, I was at Tractor Supply, to be honest. So just about 3 turns, I guess. And then we will go about the same height, about right in here. Turn. I want to make enough turn that I'm going to try to bend this over out of the gate here in a minute. Less likely to snag on anything when we go through. So now, the electric and all I'm going to do is walk this all the way down there and put it in insulators and try to keep it pulled tight as I go. I also have to get that gate mounted before I put them back here. So I'm going to keep my pliers in my pocket for now. I'll have to walk that down and then come back and get the side by side. When I come get the side by side, I'm gonna go ahead and jump this from that side over to this side. Go ahead and tie off my insulator just like I did that one over there. But I'll put another insulator here. Go ahead and run my underground wire. That'll bring my electric from one side of the gate to the other. And then go ahead and put me a piece off of the tensioner. That way I could bring my reels all the way to here and hang them off of that and tension them up off my tensioner. But I'll show you all that in a minute. But for now, I'm gonna leave that here. Let's go walking. Got a daisy wheel I may put on this. I just realized that's probably gonna break sooner than later, so probably end up putting one of them donut insulators in that corner to help hold the tension. I didn't think about it when I was running them. And right here's where I got to bring that, put a cattle panel down in that hole. I wonder if I could pull that. There we go. This one too, being a corner like it is. And this was all that was left on that roll of electric wire. This is all that was left on it. So I think it was just enough to get this run done. It's the perfect amount. By just unrolling it like it did. We're fixing to find out exactly. How far it's gonna get us. All right, and the reason I wanted to stretch from that end to here, because I knew it might be a little short, and it is probably 8 feet short. And I'll run that jumper onto here and hook it on right there. But the reason I wasn't worried about it is because if they're back here, usually this gate will be open. It swings from here around, and we kind of tie it off to this T-post here. So then there won't be as much pressure on the fence here. But the rest of it there might be. So that's why I'd rather it be short on this end than that end. Let's go get the mule. Come down here and see if we can get it pulled tight right there. And I think once we get it pulled tight right there and everything tied in, pulled tight, I think I'll take this down in that hole, get it done. Then we'll work our way that way. Let's see, I'm gonna bend it. Knee high right there. Something else I'm gonna do, help that stay. Then I'm gonna bring a piece off of here, kind of attach my reels to. Actually hang them off that gate. Here and here. I'm gonna try it this way. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, I'll probably cut out this part where I was sitting here brainstorming. So that electric runs from all the way down yonder, all the way up to right there, and then I'll take this underground insulated wire, attach it there, drop it down behind the gate there, and eventually dig it in, as I haven't even dug that one in yet, which I'll probably do that today. Bring it up, attach it right here to this piece, and I think I'll take this piece and wrap it around my reels when I bring them around. So I'll bring the top one around and I'll hang it on the gate here, and that way this will be electrified, and I'll just attach it to the wire here, and the same with the other end of it, because see, it's got another end right here. Sound like a good plan to me. May not, but we're gonna try it. I do need to get my wire cutters. I do not want that on there, because all they do is chew on it. What I do to kind of make this knot so apt to jump out of the ground as I'll bring it up through the fence. pulled pretty tight. All right. Alright, like I said, I'll bring the reels down through here and I'll hang them right here, tension them up, and then I'll tie this to the top line and this one to the bottom line, which really don't have to be because at the very end of the reels they're tied together, so if one's electrified the other one will be. So we're good here until I roll the reels up. I've got it hanging just so it don't arc out. We should be good all the way up to here. We'll go back down yonder and get her tied into the main line. This is that other gate. I got the electric run right here and across. And I'm gonna go ahead and get it buried. Just enough under the ground to get it where the animals aren't stomping directly on it when they cross it. And then we'll get over to there to jumping it off to that section. All right, got that done. As you can see, I dug it it's got to be just enough to get it below the ground. So it's about 1 inch deep most of the way. Some places 2 inches. I just dug it with a claw and a hammer. So we're gonna go through this gate, get back on the other side and start working on connecting it. I've got the main power turned off, but as you can see, anytime I'm working in here, I get an audience. So I'm gonna try to get through this gate without letting nobody out. Alrighty, power is off. So I'm gonna bring this around. I'm gonna tie one of those tensioners right here, and I'll pull that wire to the tensioner and I'll wrap this one around it. Pretty good length on that last one. So put this one about the same length. My locking mechanism's all messed up. Get them out of my pocket. Open up. Alright, I have a roll of this real thin, but you see the difference in it. Let's see, let's see side by side right there. See the difference in it. So instead of using this, because it's good for the dog pen or stuff like that, but not for large animals like this, so I'm going to use this piece of high tensile, slice this in from here to where that stopped at. Just start it off. I'm hoping I am. Start it off and put me a little bend in it right here. And try. And I say try, because this stuff does not like to twist. It is high tensile. Okay, so I'm going to take that end, made me a little loop in it right there, and I'm going to take that then right on there. Through my insulator. I'm going to cut this all out right there. And then I'm going to take, since this electric wire is real close right there and I think it'll arc, I'm going to take this step-in post. sitting right there. So the electric connects right here and runs all the way back through there. So if I turn the power on, all that should be electric. And then now all I've got to do is finish unrolling that spools. I need to bring the tractor back here actually, and push some of that brush on the side up there, but then unroll that temporary fence down the back and hook it in up there, and the animals can come back here. So let's get it unrolled to where we got to stop at the corner. There's a T-post, and then we'll go get the tractor, see if we can get the rest of that brush pushed out of the way. All right, I brought the tractor down here, sitting right there. When I was coming down this hill, I went ahead and pushed all this brush down here into that pile. Because what I'm gonna do is take these reels. I'm gonna take that T-post and move it right there. And so this line, electric line, will come straight to there and then turn on the back side of this brush pile and go up through yonder to that corner and then over. But before I get that, there's got this brush right here in the way. I'm gonna try to get it pushed, this whole pile pushed. I'm gonna push it down in this hole here. But last time I tried this, I had done worked on all this for hours. The tractor overheated. So I'm gonna try it again. And this brush pile was all right here, and I went ahead and pushed all this up here. That's just old kudzu vine and a couple privy hedge, but it starts this next spring. The animals will keep that kudzu ate down, so I ain't worried about it. And all this got kudzu vines all over the ground. Yeah, but as soon as it comes up, the animals will take it out. So I'm gonna leave y'all right over here. Probably right in here on the time lapse while I try to get that pushed down in this hole here. All right, I got down here and started working, forgot to turn the camera back on. So the reels are right there. I've got them reeled to that T-post right there and then turned all the way up to the corner. I'm at the corner now. So I got to add a step-in post right there at the heel where that shadow is right there. I got one temporary post to go there, and then we can go up to the corner and tighten this from this T-post to that one. We can tighten it up. Right, let's get some corner and tighten it up. Right, got all the way over here. One thing we gotta do is put 2 insulators on this post right here. I'm not gonna nail them in all the way. Because once we run fence right here, they won't need to be here. like an idiot. Hot. I just gotta turn it off before I wrap it. I'm not wrapping it hot. Alright, we're up here at the bees. I'm not going to do a whole lot of, just like I said, all I'm going to do is open it up, look at population, and then see who I need to feed, who I don't need to feed. So, we'll go through this one first. Beetles. 5. Expecting. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that top box is pretty heavy. They're both pretty heavy, so they'll be good. And I dropped the camera. So this box is heavy, about 5 frames of bees right here, so half this box, which is fine for the winter. feed them. I think I killed 5, maybe. This box is good. So what I'll do is I'll mark on the top whatever feed or whatever I gotta do. So I'll turn the camera off until I find something y'all need to see. Right, one on the end here was a dead out. They were froze on the side. This one is actually right there. It had a lot of stuff in it, but no queen, no eggs. Had bees in it, had bee bread, had pollen. But then this nuke box I had right here had a queen in it, had eggs and everything. So I just combined them all in that one box. This one right here is really heavy, so I didn't even go into it. It's always got good population flying in and out. All right, so far we'll get into these. We'll go from there.